Welcome to the third episode of Peak Mileage. Today, we're going to cover each brand's foam technologies and compare them to each other. Before we get started, we have to define what EVA is, which is ethylene vinyl acetate. EVA is the market standard for all foams. There's nothing really special about it. It's not super bouncy, it's not super responsive, and that's exactly the reason why other shoe companies have tried to develop even better foams. Alright, so the first shoe company we're going to cover today that has altered EVA foam is New Balance. The first foam we're going to talk about today is Fresh Foam. So there is a specific geometry to Fresh Foam. There are hexagons on the surface of the foam, which helps with the cushioning and overall compression and decompression of the foam. More recently, New Balance has created Fresh Foam X, which is a better version of Fresh Foam. To show how much better it is, we'll take the New Balance 1080 as an example. The 9th version of the 1080 has Fresh Foam, whereas the 10th version of the 1080 has Fresh Foam X. So why is this a big difference? Well, in the 1080 V10, there is 11.23% more energy return than its predecessor. Alright, so we're going to move on to Skechers now. So Skechers has created a really interesting and innovative foam called HyperBurst. HyperBurst is CO2 infused EVA. I know that sounds crazy, but it actually improved the foam significantly. It made the foam more responsive, bouncier, and is just overall a better foam. Skechers is becoming a more and more legit running shoe company, and one of the main reasons is because of HyperBurst. Alright, we're going to transition into Brooks EVA foams. So first we're going to cover the DNA Loft. DNA Loft is a combination of air, rubber, and EVA, and it's Brooks' softest cushioning. The second Brooks EVA foam that I want to get into is DNA Zero, which is found in the Hyperion Elite. Brooks' fastest shoe, called the Hyperion Elite, utilizes DNA Zero because of its lightweight. The other foam that I want to get into from Brooks is the DNA Flash. So the DNA Flash is one of Brooks' fastest foams. So DNA Flash is an EVA foam that is infused with nitrogen. The way Brooks created this foam is similar to how Skechers created HyperBurst. They infused the gas into an EVA foam, and both companies made their foams better by making it more responsive and bouncier. Alright, so the last company we're going to cover today is ASICS. So ASICS' most advanced foam is Flight Foam. What sets Flight Foam apart from standard EVA is that it is 55% lighter and 76% more resilient. There are three types of Flight Foam: Flight Foam Propel, Flight Foam Light, and Flight Foam Blast. So Flight Foam Propel is more responsive because it includes a TPS elastomer. I wear the ASICS Gel Kyono 25 for some runs, and it has the Flight Foam Propel in the forefoot of the shoe, and I definitely feel the responsiveness. So Flight Foam Light is a little bit different in terms of its structure and purpose. So this foam is basically nanofibers combined with EVA. So this composition helps retain the structure of the foam. Also, as its name kind of implies, it is a lighter foam. The last ASICS foam we're going to cover today is Flight Foam Blast. This foam is a combination of EVA and olefin block copolymers. This combination helps invigorate your stride and energizes your run. Alright, so this concludes this video. Stay tuned for part 2, which includes how companies have used other foams besides EVA in their running shoes. Also, shout out to Matty Fish for the ASICS photos. With that said, stay safe and goodbye.